Use the trig substitution x equals 4 secant theta to simplify the expression below to a single trig function. Let's begin by performing the substitution. Replacing x with 4 secant theta, the expression becomes the square root of the difference of the square of 4 secant theta and 16, all divided by 4 times 4 secant theta. Let's go ahead and square 4 secant theta, which equals 16 secant squared theta, giving us the square root of the difference of 16 secant squared theta and 16, all divided by 16 secant theta. Next, let's factor 16 from 16 secant squared theta minus 16. This gives us the square root of the product of 16 and the difference of secant squared theta and 1. And now if we look at our identities, recall that tangent squared x plus 1 equals secant squared x. If we subtract 1 on both sides, we have tangent squared x equals secant squared x minus 1, which indicates secant squared theta minus 1 equals tangent squared theta. Let's perform that substitution. We now have the square root of 16 tangent squared theta divided by 16 secant theta. 16 tangent squared theta is a perfect square. The square root of 16 tangent squared theta equals 4 secant theta. We now have 4 tangent theta divided by 16 secant theta. 4/16 simplifies to 1/4 because there's 1 4 and 4 and 4 4s and 16. Let's break this up into parts. Let's write this as 1/4 and then times tangent theta. And then because we have secant theta in the denominator, we'll multiply by 1 divided by secant theta. Notice we still have tangent theta divided by 4 secant theta. But again, our goal here is to write this as a single trig function, so now we'll convert to sines and cosines. Recall tangent theta equals sine theta divided by cosine theta, and 1 divided by secant theta equals cosine theta. This gives us 1/4 times sine theta divided by cosine theta times cosine theta. If we want cosine theta divided by 1, simplifying cosine theta divided by cosine theta equals 1, and now we have the expression as one trig function, which is 1/4 sine theta. I hope you found this helpful.